Hey, in this tutorial, we'll watch uh, what are floats. Floats are a decimal point numbers. So decimal numbers, and we use floats in Ruby to store decimal numbers. And how does Ruby classify numbers? So we have two types of numbers. One is integers, and others is floats. So in this tutorial we are going through floats. So floats, and what is the parent class of integers and floats? It's numeric class, and they share both like the common methods from numeric parent class. So if you go to the reference like the docs, then you can see the parent as numeric. For integer you can see numeric, and for float as well you can see numeric. Yeah. And what happens when you divide two integers into it will return an integer. It will return integer. So if you like and use like 3 by 3, we we get an integer. If you do 4 by 3, you will get an integer. So the expectation is like we need a float, but in Ruby, if you divide an integer with integer, you will get an integer itself. So when does division return a float? So see, if you use a float against a integer, then you will get a float. At least one of the number needs to be a float. So for example, 4.0 by 3, it returns a float. So if you use 3 by 4.3 by 4.0, also it returns a float. So that's how it is. So use float number operate. How do you convert an integer to a float? So you can use a, special command called toF. So toF will convert to float. And similarly, if you want to convert float to integer, then you use toI. Yeah, so use toF, use toI. How do you round? What does round method do? So it rounds to like the next number if the decimal crosses like the 5 or 6. So you can see here like 2.6 dot round will convert it to 3, and 2.4 will convert to rounds to 2. So and there are other methods as well, like here they mentioned rounds number, ceiling and floor. Floor will rounds down the number, and sorry, seal will rounds up, floor will rounds down. So for example, 2.1 dot seal will go to 3. So it will go to the higher value, rounds up, and 2.9 dot floor will rounds down to the lowest value. So it returns 2. Yeah, this is about floats.